I thought that was a speech. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming. Everyone, please take a moment to recognize Macon County Law Enforcement Training Center Recruit Class 23-20 as they proceed to their seats. Please remain standing for the posting of the colors by the MCLETC Recruit Class 23-20 Honor Guard, and remain standing for the performance of the National Anthem by Officer Bobby Trung of the Decatur Police Department and Officer Brianna Wiegand of the Normal Police Department.
Ready? Post. Present. Arms.
Oh, say, Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order, arms. Left face. Forward, march.
Everyone, please take your seats. Most of you probably don't notice it, but when that class walks in every graduation, it's very rewarding because we see them those first couple of weeks when they walk in, their walk and just the way they carry themselves, there's just so much more confidence. And so it's rewarding for us to see that. And they probably don't see it either and realize it. I tried to point it out to them yesterday, but there's just such a big difference in them after 16 weeks. My name is Jim Getz, and I'm the commander of the Macon County Law Enforcement Training Center. I'd like to welcome all of you to the graduation of Police Recruit Class 23-20. Today, we are here to congratulate the class on successfully completing the basic law enforcement training, which is 16 weeks long and consists of 640 hours of training. The class has fully committed themselves to the academy and their training for the last 16 weeks, which has led them to this graduation. Today, we'll take time to honor and recognize their hard work and welcome them to the law enforcement family. I want to thank Pastor Matt Samuels and GT Church and his folks for allowing us to host a graduation here today. I want to thank Richland Community College, President Valdez and the Richland Board of Trustees for supporting MCLETC. I want to thank MCLETC for allowing us to train the new police officers in the state of Illinois. I also would like to thank the Howard G. Buffett Foundation for the buildings and donating the state-of-the-art facilities that we have to train our new police officers. So for many of you, I know we had Family Day and many of the agencies have been to our campus. It is a very, very nice campus and we were very lucky to have it. And I know the recruits definitely benefit from having the nice facilities. So thank you for that. Now I'd like to introduce Pastor Matt Samuels from GT Church to deliver the invocation.
Thank you so much, Jim, and to all the instructors and this guy here, to everybody, all the traveling that you did to get here. You're here for a very special day. And so to all the graduates, I want to challenge you just for a moment, okay? And then I'll shut up, I'll pray, and I'll shut up and sit down and we can get on with the thing. But I want you. So often when we come to moments like this, we just rush, right? Everything's a rush and you get dressed and you get here and we can completely disconnect from the moment. So I want you to just take a moment. Look around. Everyone showed up for you. Everyone's here because of you. And I want to take just a second, I promise, to charge you and to let you know what we need from you. You are not normal, okay? So just nudge your neighbor and look at him and say, you're not normal. You're not. And what I mean by that is you are uncommon. You have stepped out from among the rest of us and said you would be different. You would intentionally put yourself in situations that are dangerous to protect us. You're not common. And so what we charge you to do today, and what we charge you to do as you move forward from today, is be smart. We need you to be smart. And remember what you've been taught. Like, be smart. We need you to be kind. We need you to be kind when you show up in situations where people are broken, where people are in their worst moments of life. We need you to do your job and kick butt when you need to kick butt, but we need you to be smart enough and kind enough to know that there are lots of us who will be so excited to see you coming. We need you to be safe. Your family and your friends need you to come home when you're supposed to come home. And family, we know that this calling that's upon them, the calling is for the whole family, right? The calling is for the entire family. And so we need you to be safe. And what we charge you to be from this day forward is brave. And so my church family and the kids in my church put together a gift for you. And in that gift bag, there's a little bracelet that says brave. And on days when it seems dark, and on days when it seems like everybody in the world is against you, know that there is a vast majority of us who don't just expect you to go out there and you to do your job. We stand bravely beside you with our prayers. We stand bravely beside you with our support, and when everyone else might be running their mouths against you, the majority of us will speak blessing over you. Thank you. Thank you, because I know you could have given up. I know specifically that there are some of you that you had some things happen in your life, and maybe you could have walked away, but you endured. Congratulations. You've made it. Well done. Well done. It's my pleasure to open this time together by praying, honoring Jesus and honoring you. Would you all bow your heads with me today? Jesus, we do honor you and we do thank you for these men and these women who have stepped out from among the common people to do something uncommon. We thank you that you will go with them and you will go before them and you will walk beside them. We thank you that you will be peace for them and for their family and for their friends. And today as we celebrate, I pray that they would remember this moment, the commitment that they're making in this moment, and that they would know we stand with them every moment of every day. It's in Jesus' name we pray, and everybody says, amen, amen.
I always want to go back and work the streets after Pastor Matt gets done talking. All right, I want to take a few minutes, just a few seconds actually, to introduce a few special guests. Got Deputy Commander Jason Walker. Got Director of Training Ed Culp. Class Coordinator Dennis Arnold. Retired Illinois State Police Colonel and MCLETC Commander Tad Williams. His wife Tina, his daughter Tawny, and Pastor Matt Samuels, who you've met already. I'm going to take a second to thank all my staff at MCLETC. Without them, we would not be able to run an academy to the level that we run it, and so they make my job easy with all the things they do behind the scenes. So I think there's probably a few of them here, so thank you for all your help and the guidance and that you give us. I want to introduce my keynote speaker, Tad Williams, but I want to tell you a little bit about him before he gets up here. So, Tad Williams is a retired colonel with the Illinois State Police. He served 33 years in law enforcement. Started as a university police officer, an EMT, volunteer firefighter, before joining the Illinois State Police. His ISP career moved for him across the state, but he finally landed back here in Decatur. Retired Colonel Williams' career began in the Division of Operations as district trooper before being advanced in investigations as a special agent. He served as a major crimes squad leader, investigative lieutenant, patrol operations lieutenant, and investigative zone captain. He also served the ISP as the Division of Internal Investigations Southern Commander. After his tour of duty, he was appointed by the director to the position of lieutenant colonel and led the field support command for the Division of Operations. The field support consisted of all the specialty units: SWAT, Air Ops, commercial motor vehicles, intel, crash reconstruction, motorcycle unit. And after 1 year, retired Lieutenant Colonel Williams was transferred within the division to serve as the Lieutenant Colonel over Field Operations Command, all 21 patrol districts, 7 investigative zones, and 21 drug units. In 2015, ISP Director appointed him to the rank of Colonel to serve as the Deputy Director of the Division of Operations, which makes up about 88% of ISP. His list is long. I thought I had a pretty good bio. After retiring from ISP, Colonel Williams applied to Richland Community College to serve as Executive Director of the new academy. In the fall of 2017, he was selected by the interview committee, approved by the college president and the Executive Director of Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board to lead the Macon County Law Enforcement Training Center Police and Corrections Academy and given the title of Commander. Commander Williams led the academy for just over 4 years before again retiring in the late fall of 2021. Throughout his career at the ISP and MCLETC, Colonel Williams and retired Commander Williams continued to teach numerous courses at ISP Academy and MCLETC. These courses include, but are not limited to, fundamentals of criminal investigation, major case investigation, lead management, officer-involved shootings, traffic stops. Commander Williams attended Mount Zion High School and Illinois State University, where he earned a Bachelor's of Science degree. He is married to his wife of 31 years, who has been a registered nurse for nearly 30 years. They have a daughter who is a PhD student and about to celebrate her first wedding anniversary, and a son who is a union apprentice. So now I'd like to introduce Tad Williams.
I don't know if you know it, but Commander Getz and I have known each other for a long time, so I was a little concerned about what he was going to say with my bio. When you read it, it actually brought back some great experiences and memories. Been a long career, but I love it, and I've got a special speech for you guys at the end here. This is kind of difficult. I didn't actually write a speech. I brought some notes to keep me on track. I am going to read a couple things, one in particular to the recruits, and then one for all of us. But I wanted to explain to you, this class went through 2 babies being born. Unfortunately, they had two passings of family members, and they have a recruit who's battling cancer, which I know exactly what he's going through, and him to come through this academy class is incredible. Yeah. So I'm not going to get into it, but I too am battling cancer. On December 24th of 2020, I was diagnosed with terminal stage 4 metastatic renal cell carcinoma. It hasn't been an easy trip, but these guys up on the stage, and more importantly, my wife, daughter, and the rest of my family, I couldn't do it without them. So I pray for that young man, and I know his family's going to support him, and he's going to be fine. All right. I want to read something to all of you. It's on my phone, so bear with me to get started here. We had a chaplain with the ISP that read this several years ago at a graduation, and my father really liked it, and I did too. And I actually introduced my father to the chaplain, and my father told me at the time, you got to put this in your graduation every time you graduate these guys. So obviously, I'm not the commander anymore. but you've got a wonderful commander and staff here, but I still want to read this to you. I think this is important. It is a poem, and credit has been given to Mother Teresa. Apparently, it was found on the wall of one of her homes. Here we go. Okay. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat and be honest and frank, but be honest and frank anyway. What you spend building, someone could destroy overnight. Build it anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, there may be jealousy. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. One of my favorite poems, and I wanted to share that with you because it will coincide with the speech I have for these young men and women. Want to welcome you. I want to move all this, Jim. Yeah. I want to welcome you here. You don't know how important it is for family to support a law enforcement officer. As you know, my wife and I, we've been married for 31 years. It's not easy. It's very difficult, and I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute. Have any of you heard of the Officer Down Memorial page, the app? I have that on my phone. I look at it every day. Chief, do you still use that in your morning? I would suggest all of you put that on your phone. It'll send you notifications. It's sad, but it's reality of all the officers who died in the line of duty. It explains to you who they are, where they came from, and what happened. And the chief, he might even talk about this later, but he started a, what do you call it, a tradition, there you go, right from day one at the academy, and it sounds like they're still doing it for the recruits. And it's not to scare anyone, but it's to explain to you it's a reality and how important it is to be ready when you do your tour of duty, and always, and let me back up. Nobody wants to call police officers warriors anymore. We're peacekeepers and social workers and things like that. That's true. And a lot of the things I'm going to talk about, Pastor Matt has already said. You've got to be kind, but there's a time to be a warrior. When you read this stuff on Officer Down, you'll understand there is time to be a warrior so that you go back home to your family. All right, let's talk about the media, because this is going to lead me to the main part of my little speech here. I don't hate the media, but I don't like what they put out. I mean, right now it's all about politics, the president and all the people running for president and all that. What else do you see in the media? All these mass shootings, which are horrible. All the abuse, alleged abuse of officers. It's about all I've been seeing in the media. Where's all the good stuff? You know, I read articles, and some of you probably have too, and this is what upsets me, because everything that the media puts in there, it's important. We should read it. But why are we not putting good stuff in that law enforcement does? Have you guys read about the officers that saved a person from drowning? You hear about the officers that saved some puppies that were thrown out of a vehicle while it was moving? Did you hear about the officers that talked a person off the ledge that was going to jump into a major river and it would have killed him? There's a lot of good stories out there that don't reach the media. They're not in the spotlight. That's what upsets me. And this is where we're going to start. Pastor Matt already said this. The majority of the people love us. They really do. It's the minority that the media picks up on, that we read about every day, and then people think that we're not wanted anymore. I mean, look at what happened. They took officers, school resource officers out of the schools, and now they're wanting to put them back in because they realized that was a big mistake. There's a lot of things that you do that every day that is not publicized, but you know you're doing the right thing. Your family's everything. I used to have a family day when I was the commander. They've, what are you, 16 weeks now? I don't know how they've run 4 recruit classes at 16 weeks through an academy. Ours was 14. 16 weeks is just, that's incredible. A lot of things had to be changed because of the mandates. When it was 14, I was able to have a family day, and I brought the family in. And we talked about all the bad things that you're going to see. So let's say you and your wife, or you and your husband, or you and your significant other have a date to go out to dinner. And you come home, and you're in a bad mood, and you tell them, no, I don't want to go anywhere. And then there's an argument, and they got to call the people maybe that you were going to go to dinner with, and you're not speaking for 2 or 3 days. I didn't share everything with my family, but I shared a lot. Not to scare them, for them to understand when I didn't feel like going out to dinner. Maybe you just had to tell someone that their family member passed away. Maybe you just showed up at an incident where a baby was sexually assaulted. Maybe it was a homicide. All that stuff affects you, and then it affects your families. Family members, I'm asking you to understand what they're going through. And recruits, I'm asking you to sympathize with your families and tell them what the problem is. You're going to miss holidays. Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries. You're going to be working midnights, irregular hours. It's not easy. But your Christmas does not have to be on the 25th. Your birthday celebration doesn't have to be on that day. If you're working, we did this all the time. We pushed it back to our days off and celebrated. You can do the same. So families understand that. Don't be mad if they're working on Christmas. Just celebrate Christmas on their day off. There's a lot of things that you can do that you're going to be upset with. You guys just have to work it out. The recruits have to, well, the officers now, the new officers have to explain to you, what's going on so you understand. And just move it to another day. We did it all the time. I've been in this business for 33 years and seen a lot of bad things. But if it wasn't for my illness, I'd still be in it. I love this career. I'm telling you guys, it's the most noble profession in the world. As you hear, you're going to be a social worker, you're going to be a warrior, you're going to do everything. You guys are expected to do everything to help people. What's your motto? Still pride, correct? What's it stand for? Public service, respect, integrity, discipline, and excellence. Each one of those has a definition. Public service, we know what that is. We serve the public. Like Pastor Matt said, you be kind. You be kind until it's not time not to be kind. What's respect? You're not going to get respect, but you should respect the public. Always. Even when you're putting handcuffs on someone, or you had to put them on the ground, or you're trying to get them in their car, or they spit on your face, you have to treat them with respect. Don't take it personal. It's not nice. You're going to feel like you want to do something, but don't. I used to carry something in my pocket to remind me of that. I still have one. It can be a rock. It can be something that your kids made at school. But when you feel it in your pocket, it should remind you to take a step back, take a deep breath, and understand you need to be kind and respectful. What's the next one? Integrity. What does integrity mean? Doing the right thing when no one is looking. If you don't have integrity, this is the wrong profession for you. I'm convinced every one of you have integrity, or you wouldn't be here. this academy is one of the toughest. It's the best, in my opinion, but it's one of the toughest in the entire state of Illinois. I went through the Illinois State Police Academy and spent 38 weeks there total. That was tough. But I took what I learned there, talked to my staff, and we put together a really good academy. And I know Commander Getz has done some actually improvements, but this is a tough and one of the best academies, the best academy in the entire state. What's next? Discipline. What does discipline mean? You got to have self-discipline. You're going to be by yourselves on the scene. You have to control yourself. What if an officer shows up who is your backup officer and he starts doing things that you don't think are correct? What do? I'm sure you had a class on this or at least talked about it. You better step in and stop him. You got to do the right thing. What's E? Excellence. This is the best academy in the state of Illinois. That's the definition of E. Family, thank you for coming here today. I know these guys needed the support through the academy, but more importantly, they're going to need it out on the street when they come home. And you guys have got to understand the family may be upset, and you've got to explain to them why you can't do something or why you'd prefer not to do something. It's a long, long, long career. Even if you do 20 years, that's a long time. It'll wear on you, and it'll wear on your family. If you have to see someone, go see your pastor. Go see a social worker. Or if you have a wife's unit or committee in your police department, go to it. You have spouses that can support each other. It's not just when there's a passing of a law enforcement officer. These are things that you can go to that maybe you've only been there 5 years and someone else has been there 20 years. They can work and help you through this. You cannot bundle it up. You have to let it out. If you bundle it up, it's going to be bad. All right, I'm going to get to the end here and talk to the officers. To the new officers and deputies, you should be very proud right now. However, this is the first step in this profession. Please remember that each citizen contact you make, whether responding to a domestic incident, investigating a crash, or just giving directions to someone at a local convenience store, you have the potential to make a difference. Do not take lightly the impact of your presence on your patrols and in your community. Each of you should strive to be leaders, expected to respond in the face of adversity, while at the same time offering a caring shoulder to those in need. Please take a moment to look at the star, badge, or shield on your chest and the patch on your arm. Remember the sacrifice of those who have fallen and honor them by wearing the uniform with pride, public service, respect, integrity, discipline, and excellence. I want to congratulate you, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is not an easy academy. I was told you started with 68 recruits. You are the remaining 61 who gutted it out. Please always remember why you chose this profession. Be safe. Make us, your family, and your agencies proud. I know Commander's going to do this, but I too want to officially welcome you to the law enforcement family. And it's not just you, it's your family as well. So family, new officers, congratulations. You are now part of our family. We're here to support you. We love you. We'll back you up. Anything you need, you ask. Remember, this is the most noble profession in the world. It's hard, but that doesn't mean you can't reach out for help when you need it. Congratulations. That's it.
Thank you, Commander Williams. Chief Culp, you want to say a few words? Hard to follow, isn't it? Be nice. You heard Pastor Matt.
It is tough. This is pretty much the same lineup we've been doing since 2018. You realize that, right, Tad? Because we'll have the pastor, then we'll have his dynamic guest speaker. And I've always enjoyed Pastor Matt, so after I get Pastor Matt and Colonel Williams up here, I really don't have anything to say. No, seriously, this class, you've been a unique class. How's that? Like that? But this is to the family and staff. Community service is a big thing in our career. It's not just a shift in a car anymore. It really is. And community service is an investment. They invested in these recruits, now officers today, by going through the testing, the hiring, and the sending to the academy. While they're here, we did some community service. They had a community food drive for a local pantry. They raised over 2,000 pounds of food. They had a blood drive as well, donating 56 units of blood. What I understand is that may equate to 168 lives being saved. So early on in their uniqueness, we come to understand that they already had the community service segment down, and that's going to be big for the departments when you take them back. Guys and gals, we just did the foundation. From this point on, it's the FTO program. It's the legal all updates. It's everything we've ever talked about. It's the foundation. We gave you a bird's eye view of law enforcement. After nearly 30 years, I'm proud to have served with these folks here. Tad and I were on the street together. Jason Walker and I, Jim Getz, Dennis Arnold. It's enjoyable. You have a family now. And families that came today, thanks for taking time out of your day and recognizing these folks. I never get tired of it. We're not fishing off a dock somewhere. We have a passion for this, and we've stayed in as long as we can. So recruits from 23-20, thank you very much for your hard work. God bless you. Family and friends, staff, if they screw up, I make house calls. Thank you.
I'd now like to introduce our class president, Officer Morgan Byer, Springfield Police Department.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Recruit Class 23-20, I would like to thank you all for your attendance today, as well as your support throughout the past 16 weeks. Whenever I was elected class president, I learned that I had to give a speech at graduation if I could manage to not be fired from my presidential post along the way. Well, here I am. I made it. Over the last 4 months, my class has come a long way. We started off the first week with up-downs, essay assignments, and lots of yelling. We quickly learned procedures for the academy and that it was in our best interest to follow them. A highlight from our time spent at MCLETC was OC Spray Day. Some recruits handled it better than others. I saw my class come together and help each other on this day. Another standout moment was hearing recruit Mariotti sing courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue for the class. Thank goodness his career interests lie in law enforcement, not singing. My favorite memory of the academy is the law enforcement driving class with Chief Culp. Surprisingly, we all passed. Even more surprisingly, we all lived. IFO Gut Check Day, which is a test of our tactical defense skills, was a great time as well. It tested our strength and made us realize we're stronger than we think. My class has learned so much in our short time here. We learned about ourselves and learned even more from others. The MCLETC staff pushed us to be better versions of ourselves. I know my class is different, or unique as we've been called, but looking back over my time here, I wouldn't change it. We became the class that I'm now quite proud to be a part of. Some of our most pivotal moments were forged on our toughest days. Going forward, we're all going to become part of new teams in our departments and in our jurisdictions. We will surely struggle at times, but we will persevere. Every one of my classmates is capable of performing to the highest level of professionalism and public service. Each of us has the potential to serve others and make real changes in our community. May we never forget our ability to learn and grow like we did here at the Academy. May we always have integrity and do the right thing even when no one is watching, and may we all remain safe as we go forward. When we leave here today, we will do what we trained to do. I want to thank all the MCLETC administration and staff, as well as all of our families and my fellow recruits for a truly unforgettable experience. Stay safe, everyone, and thank you.
Deputy Chief Arnold will now announce the graduates.
Just a little housekeeping before we get started. There are several family members who are prior law enforcement or present law enforcement that will be presenting their certificates today. If you could, if those family members could move over to my right, your left side of the stage. When I announce the officer or deputy, you can meet them halfway in the middle here. Okay, is that everyone? Good. All right, so what everyone's been waiting for the past 16 weeks. Officer Alda Hafez Al-Mazari, sorry. Officer Jonathan Anderson, Aurora Police Department. Officer Julicia Bagby, Madison Police Department. Officer Brandon Balick, Decatur Police Department. Deputy Austin Bowman, McLean County Sheriff's Office. Officer Whitney Bozarth, Bloomington Police Department. Officer Jaden Brainer, Springfield Police Department. Officer Gage Briney, Springfield Police Department. Officer Morgan Byer, Springfield Police Department. Officer Tyler Calhoun, Dwight Police Department. Officer Gabrielle Carrion, Zion Police Department. Officer Jacob Cavazos, Steger Police Department. Officer Erica Cervera, Aurora Police Department. Officer DeAndre Charles, Aurora Police Department. Officer Jacob Cortez, Aurora Police Department. Officer Donald Donaldson, Matson Police Department. Officer Edward Doyle, Bourbonnais Police Department. Officer Zephyr Duffield, Bradley Police Department. Officer Corey Ferris, Springfield Police Department. Officer Catherine Fitch, Normal Police Department. Her certificate will be presented to her by her fiance, Deputy Jacob Stauffer, McLean County Sheriff's Office. And former graduate. Officer Riley Friel, Aurora Police Department. Officer Daisy Garcia, Grays Lake Police Department. Officer Mark Gaspar, Ottawa Police Department. Officer Zachary Geraci, DeKalb Police Department. Officer Ryan Giacomini, Springfield Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his father-in-law, Detective Kelly Urbis, Springfield Police Department, retired. Deputy Sean Grayson, Sangamon County Sheriff's Office. His certificate will be presented to him by his father-in-law, Deputy Scott Butterfield, Sangamon County Sheriff's Office, retired. Officer Alexander Guerra, Crete Police Department. Officer Sammy Haducci, Madison Police Department. Officer Keaton Halsey, Mount Zion Police Department. Officer Bradley Hanson, Springfield Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his father, Sergeant Michael Hanson, Lincoln Land Community College Police Department. Officer Dalton Heathcock, Decatur Police Department. Officer Daniel Hufield, Normal Police Department. Officer Jessica Laughlin, Aurora Police Department. Officer Devin Luton, Decatur Police Department. Deputy Andrew Mariotti, Kane County Sheriff's Office. Officer Xavier Miller, Springfield Police Department. Deputy Caleb Newman, Crawford County Sheriff's Office. His certificate will be presented by his father, Deputy Jason Newman, Crawford County Sheriff's Office, also a former graduate. Officer Esteban Ramirez, Bloomington Police Department. Officer Lucas Reinthaler, Bloomington Police Department. Officer Natalie Reyes, Blue Island Police Department. Officer Ezra Robertson, Aurora Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his father, Commander Richard Robinson, Aurora Police Department, retired. Officer Jose Ruiz, Blue Island Police Department. Officer Williams Santiago III, Aurora Police Department. His certificate will be presented by his father, Senior Special Agent William Santiago, Jr., Department of Homeland Security. Officer Julia Santiago, Dwight Police Department. Deputy Cody Schlater, DeWitt County Sheriff's Office. Officer Jared Sikowski, Decatur Police Department. His certificate will be presented by his father, Sergeant Randy Sikowski, Decatur Police Department, retired. Officer Andrew Strube, DeKalb Police Department. Officer Alexis Schwarzentruber, Bloomington Police Department. Her certificate will be presented by her father, Sergeant Josh Schwarzentruber, Bloomington Police Department. Officer Jordan Taylor, Aurora Police Department. Officer Matthew Talley, Springfield Police Department. Deputy Christopher Thompson, Kane County Sheriff's Office. Officer Tyron Thornton, Downs Police Department. Deputy Tyler Tippett, DeWitt County Sheriff's Office. Officer Bobby Lambo Julian, Decatur Police Department, also known to the class as Bobby Trong. Was that close? Was it close? Officer Ravion Valentine, DeKalb Police Department. Officer Anthony Valpondo, Harvard Police Department. Officer Jeffrey Welton, Decatur Police Department. His certificate will be presented by his sister, Trooper Jacqueline Danner, Illinois State Police, and his brother, Officer Jonathan Welton, Decatur Police Department, and former graduate. Officer Brianna Wagan, Normal Police Department. Her certificate will be presented by her uncle, Special Agent James Cooper, Illinois State Police, retired. Officer Marcus Williams, Madison Police Department.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Officer Derek Wolf, Bloomington Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his brother, Officer Drew Wolf, Pekin Police Department. Officer Jazlyn Zavala, Blue Island Police Department.
Let's give a hand to all of our newly graduates. I'm also supposed to mention it's the Wolf brothers' birthday today as well. So we have a few special awards we'd like to give out at this time. The first award we present is the Firearms Award for the class's top shooter. The recipient of the Firearms Award for Recruit Class 23-20 goes to Officer Jordan Taylor, Aurora Police Department. The next award I'll present is the Physical Fitness Award. This award goes to the recruit with the highest overall fitness score based on cumulative score of 3 power tests. The power test consists of the bench press, sit and reach, sit-ups, and mile-and-a-half run. The recipient of the Physical Fitness Award for Class 23-20 with an overall average of 97%, Officer Dalton Heathcock, Decatur Police Department. The next award is the Academic Award, which is awarded to the recruit who has the highest overall percentage based on 7 quizzes and 2 exams that are taken throughout the academy. The recipient of this award for Class 23-20 with an overall academic score of an impressive 97% is Officer Ezra Robertson, Aurora Police Department. The final award is the Tad Williams Commander's Choice Award. This award goes to the recruit who showed overall outstanding achievements in academics, firearms, physical fitness, and most importantly, leadership. This will be the first Tad Williams Award that Commander's Choice. It's going to be named after him from here, and as long as I'm the commander here. He was the one that kind of put us on the map, committed to training the new police officers and correctional officers in the state, and it's definitely worthy award. The recipient of the Tad Williams Commander's Choice Award is Officer Ravion Valentine of the Decatur Police Department. I'm sorry, DeKalb Police Department. Stay right there. Tad, thank you for what you've done for this academy, and like I say, putting us on the map. All right, I would now like to recognize the class officers. When I call your name, please approach the stage to receive your certificate. Class President, Officer Morgan Byer, Springfield Police Department. Class Treasurer, Officer Julia Santiago, Dwight Police Department. Class Secretary, Officer Ryan Giacomini, Springfield Police Department. Not sure how you got the nickname of Marky Mark from Chief Colt, but somebody help me. Good singer. I want to thank those three officers for stepping up and taking on the extra responsibility that comes with being class officers. They did an outstanding job. All right, we'll move along here. I know everybody's ready to get out of here. The last three certificates we're going to present for our three class advisors. They brought their leadership experience to the academy to assist the recruits make it through the challenges of completing a 16-week academy. They were always available to answer and clarify questions that may have come up during training or just share their policing experiences. Sometimes they were just there to offer words of encouragement to the recruits. The academy and the recruits were very fortunate to have these officers with them throughout the academy. I would now like to introduce them. Officer Devin Phillips, Springfield Police Department. Good job, Devin. Officer Natalia Pineda, Aurora Police Department. Officer Austin Bowman, Decatur Police Department. I want to thank those advisors. They put a lot of extra work in, but I also want to thank their agencies. It's hard to give up staffing right now. Staffing everywhere is short, so I appreciate all the agencies that allow your officers to come here and be advisors and help us out. So thank you. Families, I want to thank you. I know we've demanded a lot of the police recruits for the last 16 weeks, but I know that stuff doesn't stop at home. There's still those things that need to be done. The grass needs cut, bills need paid. If you got kids got to be taken care of and fed. And so whatever it may be, my hats are off to you, because 16 weeks is a long time to run that household. Thank you. All right, recruit class 2320. All of you shown discipline, initiative, hard work, and dedication to reach this point. I'm going to close by reminding each one of you to always remember why you became a police officer and to use that as your guide now and 20 years from now when you're still a police officer. All of us, including this class, probably every law enforcement in this church today, said during your job interview the reason they wanted to become a police officer was to serve the public or help the public or something to that magnitude, right? So remember, you have an opportunity to have an impact on people's lives every day you put that uniform on. There's some people you're not going to have a positive impact on. They're not going to listen to anything you say. But when you have those opportunities to have a positive impact with people, take advantage of that. That's how you build that silent majority that we do have. So continue to do that, and eventually those folks won't be so silent anymore. When you have those opportunities to do good things, do that. We can arrest, protect, and use force if necessary, but we have to do that in a professional manner. When you get your fourth burglary call that day or your fourth criminal trespass or whatever it may be, which may seem just like another monotonous call to you, remember that person that called you, that may be the first time they've ever called the police department. And so guess what? That's the most important call to them that day. So treat it as it's your most important call that day as well. Because if you go there with a bad attitude because you've had the fourth or fifth call that day, they're going to remember that. And guess what? They're going to stick that. They're going to think the whole police department is that way. So don't go out there with a bad attitude and not wanting to do your job and then make your police department and your fellow officers look bad. So when you think you're having that bad day or you just had, too many calls that day or a lot of calls that day, step up and do the right thing and be that good representation of your police department. Prepare and train every day for the worst case scenario while hoping you never have the worst case scenario. I want to thank all of you for your hard work, your dedication while at this academy. If you give that amount of dedication and hard work to your agencies, they're getting a gem. So don't forget where you came from, how you started, and always represent your department, your jurisdiction in a positive manner. Just as I said, never forget where you came from. Everybody deserves that same amount of respect that you do. Never forget the MCLETC motto, pride, public service, respect, integrity, discipline, and excellence. Use that to guide you. You will have a great, great career. So as Commander Williams said, this is the best damn profession in the world. I have no doubt about it. I would do it all over again 100 times. It's great to have you here. I'm glad you made it through our academy. You are now part of our law enforcement family. If you ever need anything, you know where we're at. Chief Colt. Actually, let's get Pastor Matt up here one more time, then Chief Colt, you can dismiss him.
Man, I'm going to miss seeing you guys' face like once a week. You're all just so tremendous. And the last thing I would say to you before I dismiss us, before I pray a prayer of blessing over you and your family, I've always found this to be true in my life, that it's hard to give away something that I don't have. And so when I hear people refer to you as peace officers, I want you to know that that's something that you embody, that's something that you carry. And there's a verse in the Bible that I want to pray over you and your family. Peace isn't something you have to make happen or you have to manufacture. You've got it. It's in you. The Lord bless you and your family. The Lord keep you and your family. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and your family. The Lord be gracious to you and your family. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and your family. And the Lord give you peace. Peace. Let's pray. Jesus, again, thank you for this precious group of people. Thank you that your blessing already is upon them, that you will walk with them and in front of them, that you will give them words when they need the right words, that you'll give them confidence when they need confidence, and may they always remember that you're always just a prayer away. Bless them, Jesus. Bless the work of their hands. When they feel tired and when they feel stressed, may they remember that your peace is upon them and in them. And may that be a gift that they give to their families first and to the rest of us every day of their lives. Thank you for blessing them with peace. In Jesus' name, amen.
So all the new police officers are going out into the lobby and to that area where you first came in. Please hang out, get some pictures, and enjoy your time with your new police officers. Thank you.